What is up, guys? Today I'm going to show you the superest, simplest way to do a buffalo plaid tumbler. A lot of you have been wanting to know how to do plaid. This is the simplest one you can do, and I'm going to show you the absolute easiest way to do it. So let's go. Hey, be still. Not yet. Now, so if you notice, I don't usually, but I'm starting with a bare butt stainless steel tumbler. Don't look at me, I'm naked. I usually like to start with a white one, but now we have to sand it. So let's do that. There, we've sanded it. We've got it taped up at the rim. It's all scratchy. And now our next step is to self-etching primer. There we go. Nice. Primer. Now we're going to spray it red, any kind of red. I would rather have Rust-Oleum red, but this looks like it'll work pretty good. Focus. Focus. Poppy red. So let's spray this red. There we go. Pretty. Now we're going to just grab our tacket and focus. Now we're just going to grab our tacket and do our glitter with the tacket. So let's go. Your first thing for your tacket method, you want to get a nice little brush. And this is my brush I use for Mod Podge, for tacket, for a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter. Just clean it nice and you can use it for whatever you want. Woo. And then we're going to use this beautiful red bling blingy. It's almost holographic, really. See the hollow? That'll be a nice base for our plaid. Then we get that on there. We'll spray seal it. Put it on the old spinneroonie. Throw a nice smoothing layer of epoxy on it. And then I'll show you the easiest part of it all. And you're not going to believe how easy this is. And if you might have guessed, I'm going to do it with this. Oh yeah. Not 3 or 4 different colors of glitter. One color of glitter and my airbrush. Oh, it is slick. What I did, y'all saw me put some spray sealer on it. That was the last thing you seen. But I put one coat of epoxy on here, let it roll for 4 hours, and then come back. It's a little tacky. Put another coat of epoxy on there. Did this mug lay down slick? It's nice and slick. It's not gonna stay that way for long. We're gonna sand this mug down with some 400 grit sandpaper and some water. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to make a plaid-y pattern-y. One on here and one on this board right here. So let's get started. All right, we got it sanded nice and dull and boring and flat looking. It's so smooth though, it's crazy. And here is our template for the first way I'm going to show you. This is the first way. I made this in Adobe Illustrator, cut it on my Createx program. As you can see, they're like little checkerboard patterns, little squares, and it's shaped to that tumbler shape, the 32-ounce slim from Hog. I have that in the description available if you want to get that, and I have this one for a 22-ounce slim and a 20-ounce skinny. I made all 3 of those for you. Oh gosh, what is that? In case you wanted to get them, they might not be perfect, but you can adjust the size on your Cricut, you know, press the unlock button and just move it this way or that way, you know. You might have to trial and error, but you know, I went ahead and made those for you guys because those are the cups I have. There you go. Let me show you. Hold on one second. All right, so you might be wondering, what the crap did you do? I took the darkest spots off that we're going to be painting first. Yes, I said paint because we're going to use airbrush and we're going to do sequential masking. What that means is this is number 1. This is going to be our darkest block. And then when we're done with that, we're taking off these dots. It's so hard to touch the dot looking through the camera. Anyway, take off the dot ones and spray a medium. So when you spray over the dark, it's not going to get any darker. I mean, it might get a little darker, but it's still black. So just pay attention. You'll see. The other way I'm going to show you is with regular tape. And if you don't have access to this, or I don't have the right size for you to download, you can do this. And basically what we're going to do is make this same pattern right here. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just get going. So now we put our transfer tape on. We're going to peel this off. Basically put it on like a full vinyl sheet. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but pulling at a, what is that, perpendicular? Parallel? I don't know. Just pull it like this and roll it back off. That way you don't lose any of your cuts or, oh my finger, cuts and parts. Now we're just going to put this right on there. Wrap it around. I'm going to take my time, do it nice and slow. You see the top and the bottom where it's going to line up? And let's do that. There we go. Let's see what we got under this beautiful wrapped present. Wait, what? Ugh, that doesn't look right. What the crap? Okay, so I screwed up. You might be asking, why did I show you this? It's because the one way for you guys to learn, like I did this on purpose, I'm totally not lying to you. I did it because it'll help you learn the right way to do it the first time and not try to take shortcuts. See, I just peeled the backing off and tried to stick it all on at one time, which is a terrible idea. Don't do that. It leaves wrinkles and stuff. And this wrinkle right here is exactly the gap that I had right here. So it didn't even line up. So I'm gonna go cut another one of these and then we'll be right back and I'm gonna show you the right way to do it so you get it perfect every time. Ho, ho, ho. I don't know what that sound was, but let's go. Hallelujah, we're back. That was highly unnecessary, but it's all for learning and knowledge. All right, so I did a few things. I cut it out again. I went ahead and took ones that are gonna be black. Took those out. I marked the other ones with the with the silver Sharpie, just like last time. One thing I wanted to point out here is that it was really hard to take these off of this with the fresh, it's not too fresh. It's been quite a few days because I'm slack. Epoxy. It stuck really good. A little too good for my liking. What I did is I went ahead and sprayed a fresh layer of the Mate Clear. So when you pull your stencil off, it releases better off of this than it does straight sanded fresh epoxy. So that's a pro tip for you right there that we would have never known if I hadn't screwed that up the other time. Another thing, I went ahead and cut this. There you go. Cut this all the way around to fit the shape, and then I applied my transfer tape, and now I'm going to show you how to get this on there. Remember, the backing's still on this time. Don't take it off yet. And we know that now. I knew that before. I was just being a dummy, okay? Before we show you this, a lot of you guys liked that in the last video. I am wearing my socks and sandals again. Whoa, what happened there? A little blowout on the big toe there. Anyway, back to it. All right, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to put a line straight down the middle somewhere. It doesn't have to be perfect, whatever. So just put it on there. And then you're gonna line this up and tape it to your thingy. By thingy, I mean cup. So really hard to do stretching through the camera. So once you get it in the right spot, look it over, line it up, and then tape it on. Now that you got it lined up straight how you want it, taped on with the backing, just a little hinge there so you can pull this off. I'll show you in a second. But I wanna show you, like, I don't know 100% if it's gonna close all the way. I'm not really worried about it, and I'll show you, like, I'll just blow a little black with the airbrush there. No big deal. Nobody will ever know it, because that's what I'm gonna do on the bottom. I'm gonna black out the bottom, maybe do a little fade, sign my name right there, and maybe on the top. You know, I always like to frame it in with the top and the bottom with a little shadow. Helps close in the design, I feel like. It's just a little extra step that I feel like makes it that much more custom and personally unique. So what you want to do is we're going to peel this back up to here. Then we're just going to slice it off with our blade and we'll work it this way forward. Really hard for me to do while I'm looking through the camera here. So I'm going to try though. Let's see how it goes. Don't screw it up. See if we can get this on the camera. Here we go. Remember, peel it back horizontally, parallel, I don't know what you call it. Just do it like this. Okay? Don't give me any grief. Get as much as you can. I don't know how much I'm going to get. I'd really like to get more, but I think that's about it. This is just to line you up. Try to cut this line straight-ish. No big deal. Let go. Oh, there we go. Okay, you see what we got cut out there? Now you're gonna flip it over. Careful. You're gonna start working this down. Work it nice and slow. Make sure that bends. And work it down this way. Nice and slow with your fingers. Don't get in a hurry. Slow down. Okay, anyway. There's somebody laughing behind the camera there. And how's it looking? You see it? Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. Oh, that's the most beautiful thing I have seen in my life. Not really. Anyway. Ah, we got it. Look at that. Now you've only got this much more to go, but you got the hard part done. It's lined up. It is ready for you to continue with the other side. Now what you're gonna wanna do, I put tape on tape. That's gonna be hard to get off. Pull the tape off in the middle now. Throw that away. Flip it over. You still got this attached here. Now you gotta pull this way, pull this off and work it. There you go, look at that. Make sure, do it nice and slow because these things like to stick to the paper here. Let go. Dang it, kidding. There we go. Don't drop the tumbler off the table. It's really hard to work around a camera. All right, so you can put that back down. Just work it one section at a time. Work it back down. Flip it over. do the same thing this way, but you're going to work it this way. I don't know if you can see this on camera. I'm not worried about it. I don't want to screw up another one. You get the idea. So as you're working it back, this is a lot like the last video. Go right here to check that video out where I put on the whole vinyl wrap. It's the same technique for getting this on. This is going to go on the outside. This is going to fold down. And you're going to just work it nice and slowly. Try to not get any bubbles. Don't worry about that. That'll fall naturally off as you push. You see how it's pushing it off? Work it, work it. Look at that. That's just like beautiful butter. I don't know if butter's beautiful or not. Don't judge me. So I like a little butter. Anyway, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Might be a little off. It's no big deal. Nobody's going to notice that. Hey, if they're getting that picky, you tell them to make their own. I'm just kidding. But there we go. We have this on. Rub it on real good like you're a good little boy. Who's a good little boy? Rub it, rub it. It's good. You like that, don't you? You got to be friendly. You know, you do it to your pets. Why not do it to your tumblers? Just have a good time with them. They love it too. They like that kind of attention. Now we're going to take this off the transfer tape. And a lot of people ask what kind of transfer tape I use. I get it from US Cutter. I don't remember what name brand or number it is, but hey, I'll just put a link in the description below and you can get it. I don't get any kickback from that because it's not on Amazon. So now we're just going to take this off and voila. You are ready to airbrush these with black, and we're just going to use black alcohol ink. Then we're going to spray this kind of heavy. Alcohol ink is transparent, so you still see a little sparkle through it. This is easier, and it's going to be beautiful. Trust me. Now is you guys' favorite part. Yes, I'm doing a shortcut, just like I did in this video here with the ombre fade with the airbrush. And oh, what airbrush? Is that the magic word? Let's run over onto the pooter and see who won the airbrush from this video right here. Let's go see. Okay, here we are, random comment picker. I have the URL for that video. Let's paste that in right there. And let it get YouTube comments. Let's see, 100, 200, 300, 400. I know there's like 1,000 comments. A lot of you guys commented like 50 times. So guess what? Your comment's gonna come up 50 times on here. So, all right, we have 1,062 comments. We're gonna scroll on down here and we're gonna click this. What? We have some special guest attendant. Hi. Hello. Hey, Paisley, look at the camera. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Another puppy.
Yay. All right. You want to press the button and find a winner? So all you have to do is press that button right there.
Mouse.
No, you just use your finger on it.
I'm using the mouse.
Okay, whatever. Just click it.
Wait, I'm trying. Your
Focus.
mouse is very...
Okay, here we go. Look at all your comments that's going by. What's that say? Stephanie Warmoth. Warmoth. It says... Comment is just hashtag Airbrush Army. Simple enough. That's all I asked for. So congratulations to Stephanie Warmoth. I hope we're not butchering your name too much. So if you will send me a message on Instagram or Facebook and send me your address so I can take you right here and send you your air. What are you doing? Send you your airbrush. Start the new year off. Maybe you hadn't bought one yet. Maybe it was your New Year's resolution. How many of you have a New Year's resolution to start airbrushing? Drop a comment below and let's get back to the tumbler. There we go. Congratulations to the winner. Wow, how exciting. This is a great way to start a new year with an airbrush. Because why would you not want one? It'll make your life better. Guaranteed better 2021 if you have an airbrush. So if you didn't win, I'm sorry. I love losers too. I'm just kidding. But anyway, there's a link to get this airbrush in the description below. If you just so happen didn't win, I mean, it's only like, this is a great starter airbrush. It's only 30 bucks on Amazon. And so let's get started painting the dark spots. All right, here we go. Real simple. Just fill in the, like, coloring in the lines. There it is. See there? That's all you're looking for. Just a little black. And you can go as dark as you want, but as you can see, you can still see through it. See that sparkle darkle? My goodness, that's beautiful. So just go ahead all the way around, fill in all your black boxes, and then we'll come back and I'll take off these and do a lighter version. The lighter version is probably just gonna go like that. See how much difference that is? That's really what you're looking for. And remember, these spots that don't have any markings on them will stay red glitter. One color glitter, you don't have to paint all those little silly squares and do it one at a time. Oh my gosh, that takes forever. Just do it like this. Cheat. It's like a hack. Life hack, Jack. Anyway, keep painting all your squares and come back. Okay, there you have it. We got all the other ones off. And if you notice, it looks like a checkerboard. This is painted. This is vinyl. Paint, vinyl, paint, vinyl. All the way around. If you did checkerboard, you did it right. The only thing I did do is I took a little bit of this fine line tape, and where it didn't meet up on the bottom, this is my seam. I went ahead and just put a strip there, and then I took my blade and cut here. So like this, pull that off, boom. It's just so it's straight. I mean, you can tell it's not perfectly square. I don't think any of them are because it's a taper. Now the next thing we're going to do is going to grab our Airbrush. I'm about out of paint. I need to put some more alcohol ink in there. Black. This is what we're using today. Focus. Focus. There you go. Black. Manila. I don't even know what. Is Manila black? I don't know. I thought Manilos was like those folders. Whatever. There you go. Put a little more this time because you got a lot more squares to paint. And you're just going to dust them. So pro tip here, as I say always, don't forget to put your cap on or you'll have like a little splattery checkerboard, which would not look good. So let's get started. And I will say this. These guys right here saved the day once again because my big old fingers just peel up a little corner, grab. Booyah. You're good to go. Grab it. Not too dark, okay? All right, so I got it to where I like it. And the good thing is you have this first painted part to go back on to judge how dark you want to go with this. But as long as you don't get as dark as that, you'll probably be fine. So what I did is I took one off, one side to test it. Well, I took one off here to check it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So then I took the rest of them off. And now all you have to do is take off the remaining vinyl and you're done. And some of it's hard to see. Like this vinyl looks a lot like my painted part. Just be careful. Take your little fingernail, take a little spot, peel up a corner, and then grab your handy dandy tweezers. I have these tweezers in my Amazon store. A lot of cool tools and helpful stuff is in my Amazon store. So if you're just feeling like you want to go looking around for some cool stuff, click the link below. I have my Amazon store linked in the description and just look through all the categories I got. I have a lot of neat stuff. So let's take these off. There we go. Beautiful. All done. That's perfect. You can see the glitter perfectly through our paint. That's just perfect and beautiful. It is now ready for epoxy. And I looked at the bottom. You know, I was going to paint it black and the top, but you know what? I think I'm going to pass on that because I kind of like it the way it is. Leave the bottom bling bling red. Throw my old little signature on there. The only thing I'm going to do, which I'm not going to show you guys, I'm putting this little white vinyl monogram on it. And then we'll be done. So let's go see what that looks like with the shiny stuff on there. And if you want a discount on your shiny stuff, Illumilite Amazing Clearcast, click the link in the description below and use code Duncan10 and you'll get 10% off. You're welcome. One thing I did want to mention is that as usual, I like to, before I epoxy anything, is I'm going to do the Mate clear layer on it. And I did put the monogram on it. So I'm going to clear all that in one solid, beautiful piece and then epoxy it. And I just wanted to let you guys know that because a lot of you ask. Now for the second technique of the tape. If you don't have one of these nifty Cricut vinyl template cutouts, what you got to do is you lay your tape in a row. This is your tumbler, pretend, for pretending's sake. What you do is you lay it all the way around, face them out. You know, you might have a little bit of, so what you're going to do is you're going to take out every other one of these. And then I'll show you what to do next. Now that you got every one of those done, you're going to do the same thing, but go vertically? Horizontally. You did vertical. Congratulations. We're just going to do the horizontal way now. Okay? Line them up and come back when you got them all lined up. Okay? Yeah, okay. So we got that done and you guessed it. We're just going to take out every other one. And you might have to do some trial and error to fit these all the way around your tumbler, but you get the idea. It's not rocket science. Just make it even. You might want to use a different size tapes. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Don't make it harder than it needs to be, okay? So now that we have all of our tapes taken off, we'll pretend this is a round cylindrical tumbler and it goes all the way around. Just gonna do like we did. You're gonna spray these black. For this, we're gonna use our black, oh my gosh, what the crap happened to my hand? Black alcohol ink. and the airbrush. Okay. So now we just airbrush. Do it however you want. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to do a very good job because this is just for demonstration purposes. So get them all filled in black and then come back and see them. All right, so now that you've got all your black spots, very important, take the longy ways ones. What's that called? Horizontal. Right. Take these ones off. This is going to be one of your set of lighter squares. And then what we're going to do is spray a lighter variation of this on all those spaces. Okay, so get that done. Come back and see me, okay? Okay, now that you got that, you're gonna take all the rest of your tape off. And then we're gonna tape another section this way and leave these, where you can't see me, leave the ones between the dark ones open, and that'll be it. Be sure you let your paint dry in between steps so you don't pull off any of the stuff, okay? Pro tip here, sometimes I like to put my stripes of tape on my jeans to kind of knock off a little bit of tackiness. It picks up a little bit of this linty fuzzy from your jeans, and it won't stick so hard to that. It's still good enough for you though. That's a little pro tip for you. All right, back to it. All right, so now that you got this and this away, what you're going to tape up are the light sections. The ones you just did with the lighter, just like that. Put it across the, just like that. Get them all covered, and then you're going to spray in these areas the same value, or close enough, as these. Just try to match the one you already did. Okay, do that, and we'll come back and take tape off. And I've had some people ask, and I do like to wear a respirator. Otherwise, you'll have black snot coming out. So, you know, use your protection. There. Now we take all the tape off, and you have your beautiful buffalo plaid design. Look at that. Wasn't that easy? There's that way with the tape method. So you can see you don't have to have the printout. The printout's just good because it's contoured and shaped to, not printout, but you know what I'm saying, shaped to the tumbler that I'm using. That's what I made it for. And this way you just have to use tape, and you'll just have to eyeball the measurements and try to line it up smooth and straight. But as you can see, it works out great. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? What do they call that? The white buffalo? I don't know. All right, back to it.